Greetings, everybody. It's your old pal Frank here, and happy Friday, and welcome once again to everyone's favorite show on YouTube, the Friday Recap. That's right, folks. This is where we get to kick back, relax, and take a look at some of the delectable little goodies that came my way this week in the mail. And this week, folks, well, I can say this, we got quite a bit of variety. We do indeed have some baseball. I got some new additions to the Legend SP section of the collection, as well as some new additions to the 2022 Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary set. I'm getting very, very close to completing that, as well as some other miscellaneous baseball cards. Got a lot of hockey, and the hockey is all over the place. We got Tim Hortons, we got 90s goodness, we got some acetate cards, and we even got some PWHL stuff. So, all over the place, but still really cool. And then on top of all of that, I even got some Allen and Ginter. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what I have from Allen and Ginter, just to try and keep the suspense a bit. Because with Allen and Ginter, it could be anything. But I will say this, what I do have is cool. I'm just going to leave it at that. And then, of course, after all that is done, I'm sure you could see off to the side here, I did stop into my local watering hole this morning, that is Tim Hortons, and got myself, unfortunately, a not so great cup of coffee, but that is Tim Hortons these days. It's a 50-50 gamble. You could walk in one morning and you'll get like the greatest cup of coffee ever. And then you'll walk in like 3 days later and you get a cup of complete swill. Now, this cup of coffee I got this morning is not exactly swill. It's not exactly bottom of the pot, but almost. So, yeah. However, there was a silver lining with me stopping into Tim Hortons this morning, and that is because I asked the lady at the cash if they still had hockey cards, and lucky for me, they did. So I picked up 5 more packs of retrospective rookies, and depending on how long it takes me to get through all the main stuff in today's video, we'll rip into these at the very end. Cool? Cool. But first, before we get to anything, you guys know the routine around here, and that is, we do not open anything or look at anything until we have our card of the day. And today's card of the day, for one, is a slab. 2, it's a wrestling card. Yes, we're going with wrestling today. And let's just say this gentleman was a huge, no, not even, monumental part of the Attitude Era. Yes, today's card of the day is a 2024 Prism WWE Red Prism Parallel, Mint 9, of the one and only Texas Rattlesnake himself, Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah. No, sorry. Give me a hell yeah. Alright. So, let's kick things off with some Legend SPs. I have 3 here, all from Twitter, all from the same sale, and they're all from Series 2, and they're all from 2019 Topps. So first off, we have Boston Red Sox legend, Mr. Carlton Fisk, who sometimes, when I'm looking at Boston Red Sox cards, and it's a, let's say, an action shot of him batting, I almost mistake him for Carl Yastrzemski. I don't know if anyone else out there has that mix-up, or maybe it's just me, but it has happened a few times. I'll be looking at cards and I'm like, ooh, a Yaz card I don't have, and then I'll really take the time to look at it, and I'm like, oh no, wait, that's Carlton Fisk. Anyway, Next, we have from the Houston Astros, one Mr. Jeff Bagwell. And I actually liked when Houston used that logo, the star and everything. I liked that logo. Anyway. And finally, we got from Cincinnati, the one and only Mr. Barry freaking Larkin. Also, speaking of Cincinnati, I won't go too in depth of it because a lot of channels already have. At the beginning of the week, Mr. Manfred announced that the permanent ban has been lifted on one Mr. Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose, and Shoeless Joe Jackson, as well as the 1919 Chicago White Sox. Basically, he said any player living who has a lifetime ban, the ban is lifted once they pass away. And I know the betting on baseball and blah, 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 but when it comes to the records and everything, I'm very, very happy that Pete Rose will finally be enshrined at Cooperstown. I'm also very happy that Shoeless Joe Jackson will be enshrined in Cooperstown, because if you watch the Black Sox movie, I feel he got the real short end of the stick. So, yeah, very happy for him. In Pete Rose's case, I'm very sad that he's not around to actually see it. But all in all, I'm still happy that he's getting in. I look forward to the next time I go to Cooperstown and I'm able to see his plaque in the Great Hall. So, yeah. Now let's get Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire and all of them in the hall now, huh? Anyway, that's a whole other can of worms. All right, so we got the Legend SPs out of the way. Let's just put them over here. Now let's dive into some 2022 Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary. I gotta get them out of the sleeves here, because I opened everything up during the week, but I kept everything in the sleeves and everything for today's video. So I got to take everything back out and blah, blah, blah. All right. So what do we got here from Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary? God, that's such a long title to say. All right. We got Trevor Rogers. And yes, I am holding them like this because I hate getting fingerprints on Chrome cards. I know, well, why don't you wear gloves? If you hold them by the edges, you don't have a problem. And I'm notorious for getting fingerprints on Chrome cards, so I'm taking extra precaution here. All right, so Trevor Rogers. We got one Mr. Juan Soto. We got Philly legend, Mr. Mike Schmidt. Let's go. Hey, there's me. Ah! We got Mr. Gary Sheffield. Another man who I think should be in the Hall of Fame, but I know he's part of the steroid crowd and everything. So, yeah, anyway. We got Nelson Cruz to finish up the chrome stuff, the chromium goodness. And then we got a big unit, Call to the Hall. I don't know, I like this insert set. This is from this year's top set. And then finally from 2017 Gypsy Queen. I forget the name of the parallel or whatever it is. This is not a missing nameplate, but it's Babe Ruth, so it's friggin' awesome. And I like that, like, bluish, magenta, purple, whatever the hell the color is. I'm colorblind, so I don't know them all. But it looks cool. It looks cool. For a modern day Babe Ruth, that looks cool. So, there we go. Alright, now let's get into the hockey. I'm just going to pick up this big chunk right here. So, we kick things off with some Tim Hortons goodness. So, Jared Spurgeon, and these ones are from 2023-24 set. Sid the Kid, Sidney Crosby, who's killing it right now with Team Canada. So, go Sid, go. I mean, all of them. Sid and McKinnon and Fleury, and they're having a great time over there. Zach Hyman, congrats to the Oilers for eliminating Vegas on Wednesday night in a 1-0 absolute goalie show. And I find in that game, because a lot of people were kind of ragging on Stuart Skinner, I have a feeling that game, I think he kind of made a name for himself in that one game. Because, my God, I mean, Aiden Hill too. Both guys at either end of the ice, they were making saves, standing on their heads. It was beautiful. Can't say so much for the Toronto game that happened earlier that night. Okay. We got Steven Stamkos, Matthew Tkachuk, and Sebastian Aho. And then the one single Team Canada card we have in this pile, Miss Emerance Mashmeyer. And then from the 10-year anniversary set, we got Owen Tippett and Adam Fox. And we even got a Family Foundations from the duo set. Then we got this beautiful Larry Walker. Look at the shine on that. What year is that from? Well, it's obviously anything before 96. 94 tops. Oh, that's a pre-production sample, too. Very cool. Oh, that just looks so cool. Oh, I love it. Like I said, if I'm able to find Larry Walker cards where he's wearing an Expos uniform, I am definitely picking them up. So, there we go. And then we got some, this is what, 08? O-Pee-Chee, I think? Yeah, 2008. Just like with nickname cards and cards with goalie masks on them and whatnot, I'm also a sucker for trophy cards. And 2008 O-Pee-Chee was still doing trophy cards. I have the, I think, Vezina trophy, or is it the Conn Smythe? I forget, but I want to try and get all of them again, including the Stanley Cup, of course. But today, we got the Lady Byng, which is awarded to the nice guy throughout the year. The guy who doesn't drop the gloves. And then we got the Selke Trophy, which is awarded to the best defensive forward. Just ask Bob Gainey about winning this thing. Because he won it a lot. Wait, does it say on the back? Oh, it only goes to 1990. But Bob Gainey won it a lot. Then we got some 1990 O-Pee-Chee, starting with this very miscut Alan Bester, Leafs legend. And then we got Brian Bellows, before the hair plugs. I always make that joke. But it's true. He had hair plugs. Anyway, we got the Central Red Army checklist. And look at that. We even got a Joel Quenneville when Quenneville played with the Hartford Whalers. How cool is that? And then we got some classic Stadium Club. And I was wrong last video. I said these were from 94. They're from 91. Apologies on that. Also, I forgot to do the Marty meter for you guys last video. So with all those new brodeurs I added to the PC, we are now at 889, and we're only 11 brodeurs away from the big 900. And I believe I have some more coming my way soon. Hopefully they get here before the infamous looming mail strike that's supposed to happen as of the 22nd. But yeah, so I got a couple more on the way. I don't know if they're going to push me over the 900 mark, but with the expo coming next weekend, oh, we're definitely going over 900. Definitely. All right, so OG Stadium Club, we got Bobby Holik, and we got Beezer when he was still playing with the Rangers, when he was still using an old school cage style mask. Very, very cool. Rocking the old school Victoriaville stick. Love it, love it. These are from 94. These are Pinnacle. Another fave 90 set of mine. And of course we kick things off with Cujo himself, Curtis Joseph, still with St. Louis. Another 90s, fave 90s goalie of mine, one Mr. Darren Pupa, who I met at the last Toronto Expo I went to. And I told him straight up, with his glasses, he reminds me of a high school principal. I don't know how he took it, but he got a bit of a chuckle out of it. But it was cool meeting him. And then we got Stéphane Fissette playing with the Quebec Nordiques. This was before he came to Montreal for a cup of coffee. And then we finished things off with some Marty Brodeurs. Yes, sir. So we got the Brodeur, what is this called? Goalie line? Is it? Oh no, thank you for not scoring. Yes, from that's Pacific Omega? Yes. 97-98 Pacific Omega. Then we got the Omega Planet Ice. We got a 90, I want to say 4. 3. 93 93 Parkers, and you could see the different color. Normally this would be silver. This is the Emerald Ice, I believe. Yeah, Emerald Ice. So that's actually an old school parallel. Very cool. I love the shine on these. Oh my god. The old school prisms. Omega Prism. Very cool. There we go. Look at a young Marty there. Just a kid. He's just a kid. Well, 1999, so. Then we got from O-Pee-Chee. That's not the checklist. Okay. That's 99 O-Pee-Chee. And then we finish things off with the Wayne Gretzky hockey elements of the game. So, there we go. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 new ones. Let's get the Marty meter now so I can do this on camera. All right, 6, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 895. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. All right, now let's get into some acetate goodness. I got from eBay a couple more Hockey Heroes from 2023 Extended. So now I think I'm only missing like 7 cards to have that entire set. And it's too bad that they're not continuing the Hockey Heroes going into 25-26. They're getting rid of the Young Gun Reneweds as well, which is too bad as of Extended. So it's a little unfortunate, but oh well. Anyway, excuse me. So first off, we got Buffalo Sabres legend, Mr. Pat LaFontaine, who I have met before, and he was a very kind gentleman. So, there we go. Mr. Pat LaFontaine. I'll never forget that. Love that call. And then, well, as of Wednesday, this guy I'm sure is public enemy number one in Toronto. What, Mr. Mitch Marner? Okay, I'm sorry, folks. But what gives a guy the bright idea to do a no-look behind the back pass to no one and then it led to a goal against them? Like, come on. I mean, I know it was probably expected, being the Montreal Canadiens fan, to rag on Toronto, but something like that, like, even I was going like, what the hell is he doing? Oh man. Anyway. So yeah, I still need the Austin Matthews, Eric Lindros, I forget the other ones. Anyway, as I said, I'm only missing 7 now, so probably going to look for those at the expo. How about some PWHL goodness? So for the base, we got Abby Levy, Maddie Rooney, Abby Rourke, Lee Steckline, Anita Teralova, okay, Teresa Shafzal, Madison Packer, and Sophia Kunin. And then I got myself a young gun. I consider myself lucky that the guy agreed to put this into the trade, because of this set. I mean, it's one thing to get the base cards, but the young guns are very tough to come by, just because this is the first edition set and everything. But we got Kendall Coyne Schofield for Minnesota, and they just eliminated the Scepters on Wednesday night, I believe. So they're going through to the next round, and I still haven't checked if Montreal beat Ottawa yet. So hopefully they did, because the last time I checked their series, Ottawa was leading it 2-1, and I know in the PWHL they do a best of 5 instead of a best of 7, so it's 3 games to advance instead of 4. So anyway, and now for the Allen and Ginter stuff. I'll get the more normal Allen and Ginter card out of the way. They're all minis. And as you know, I really like the Only In mini set, which features stuff from all 32 ballparks in the MLB. So I can now cross Detroit off the list. Also, I love these sleeves. It's like the same size as a regular penny sleeve, but with an indent in the middle, so you could put the mini in, and then you could put this like in a top loader or whatever. I love it. You'll notice there's a big giant slash in it. That was when I opened the package. I was a little careless with Buck. Luckily, none of the cards were harmed. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get some of these on Amazon, because I love them, and I want to put like all my minis in them. So anyway, yes, Only In Detroit. We got Comerica Park. That's the giant tiger, I believe, when you walk into the ballpark. Never been to Comerica Park. Haven't seen it yet. So haven't had a chance to cross it off my list of ballparks to visit one day. But I will someday. And now, the piece de resistance. We have a bunch of... What's this set called? Oh, yeah. Got the Itch. These are scratch and sniff cards. You see what I mean when I said with Allen and Ginter, it could be anything? So, back in January, I went to a card show downtown. It was being put on by the same organizers as the mini Comic-Con they have every year here. That's where I got to meet Bill Lee and Ellis Valentine and everything. And there was one of the vendors there who I'm pretty familiar with, and he had one of those Got the Itch cards, and it was the lavender one, and I got it from him right away. And ever since then, I've been on the hunt for every other card in that set. It's a 20 card set, and well, I got myself a nice little chunk here of them, and I got a nice little chunk on the way too, like another 7. So very excited about that. But for the ones that I do have right now, we have Barbecue, and yes, I did test them out, and they do indeed smell like what they're supposed to smell like. So whoever they got working at Topps when it comes to scents, A+ on them. We got watermelon, we got coconut. This one really smells good. And then we got cedarwood, pineapple. What's this one? Oh, auto leather. Everyone loves the smell of leather. I know I do. And then my favorite, I could practically smell it through the sleeve. Bacon. Yes. So, yeah. And I'm still missing a rose, apple, chocolate, hot chocolate, peppermint, vanilla. Luckily, there's no, like, weird smells. So, at least they're all nice. I know there's a spruce one, too. I can't wait to get that. But, yeah. And I see we're at, like, 27 minutes. So, I guess we're going to have to hold off on the packs because I really don't want to go over 30 plus. So, I'm going to call it here, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know the routine. Sound off in the comments below as well. Dip on down into the description of this video as well as every other video, because I have a ton of channels, ton of awesome channels that is linked down below that I think you should be checking out if you're not already. And of course, before leaving, if you'd like to, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, click that subscribe button, and if you do, click the little bell next to it so it lets you know when my videos go live. I've been fluctuating around 693, 694 lately. So the road to 700 is getting nearer and nearer, and I'm very excited about that. So yeah, something to look forward to. But all in all, folks, that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys have a great remaining Friday. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday for some more backlog mail. Until then, folks, I say to all of you out there watching, laters!